is Ifeemi Andrew. We take a look at headlines on some of the newspapers this morning. Remember to first go on Facebook. For those of us that haven't liked the page, we are streaming live on Facebook, but you can have access to the show online first by searching on Facebook for Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the handle. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You search for it, you like the page, and then you scroll down to the live stream. You would see the newspaper review segment of the Morning Crossfire being streamed live. Do well to like the video. Don't forget to also click on the share button. And when you drop your comment, which is the awesome part of it, try to ensure that you make your comments as short as possible, all right? You get the opportunity to comment real time, so keep it very short. Otherwise, it could be overtaken by other comments when it's too long for me to read. All right, now we begin with the Punch. Dangote Refinery projects 650,000 barrels per day June, plans crude import. INEC deletes 7,746 deceased persons from voter register. Governors propose new VAT sharing formula. OK tax bills. Fubara Wike camps clash as police occupy Rivers PDP secretariat. Pengasyn projects petrol price hike as crude cost rises. Of course, that's going to happen. I saw it yesterday, and I also was like, okay, we're going to go back to 1,000 and something or more. Let's see. Many would not understand it because you're saying, are we importing the petrol? If international market crude prices, are we importing it? We have it locally, so why would it affect us? Especially if we're working with the naira, not the dollar. I wish I had the answers. I so wish. 12.3 billion naira fraud. EFCC to arraign Otudeco, ex-First Bank MD, on Monday. Federal government not involved in setting fuel price. Minister. So the NNPC then what? Because before the coming of Dangote and what we are seeing that seemed to look like an open secret battle, it is the NNPC that will still come and say price of petrol, even though we had been told, according to the PIA, that the NNPC now is not supposed to be functioning as it used to, which was run by government. It should now be some private business. But that's not the posture you get when you look at the NNPC, unless perhaps we are not getting the whole detail. The whole gist have not been given to Nigerians, except that. But it doesn't look like it, because I remember marketers even complaining on several forums how they don't understand why it is the NNPC that would only want to import, why it is the NNPC that will not be telling what price of petrol should be. The NNPC can only tell price of petrol for itself. And the fact that many even said it's an unfair playing ground, looking at the infrastructure available to the NNPC through the government. How is anybody else going to compete? Military kills 6 Lakurawa terrorists, recovers weapons in Sokoto. All of these are on the Punch. I'll take one more. Rowdy session in National Assembly as IG defends 2025 budget proposal. It was very interesting. I said, here we go again. After all this rowdiness, the budget will still be passed. Be approved for them. On the Vanguard, this one says here, influx of ISWAP, Southern governors mobilize, activate regional security. Hardship, women scavenging for valuables in garbage dump to feed their homes. How sad can this be? 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007. Any of those numbers. Don't forget to also take advantage of the WhatsApp portal 0809-030-6416. That's for WhatsApp messages only. On Facebook, let's start with that. Emma from Owerri. Dr. Omar, been a while. Government must be sensitive to the suffering of the poor masses, she says, and find ways of alleviating their suffering. Give us power, industries, and infrastructure, and every other thing will be added unto us. We've heard enough of rhetorics. All we need is being proactive. Christian Williams says, for me, the rowdy session in National Assembly was highly unnecessary. This is because I know every one of them is fighting for their personal interests and not for Nigerians. Well, I felt the same way. House committee on this, on that. All those rowdiness. After we finish, what? Thank God ability. I want to use this opportunity to congratulate Honorable Nname and Robinson Ewo as he emerges as authentic acting state party chairman. Lorenzo Delight says from Ichie, please do well to indicate where you're watching from. Very important. Please taking over PDP secretary is a good one. We don't want any clash this year. Give the Insiri, may I remind Chikemeka Aaron that the choice of parties to suit electing not to defend the case against them after court processes were duly served on them. Cannot scuttle the progress of the case. Jeff Atibekwe, the tools used by the former governor against other political parties will also be the same tools that will be used against him. With the look of things, both APC and PDP will not be on the ballot. Thank God Ability says, I'm watching from my comfort zone. Oh, I don't know where your comfort zone is. Ugo John Justice says, politics in the States is very interesting. Mr. Aaron. Andrew, there's a knockout here. Let's wait and see. The fight is still on. Fidelis Elemuwa, political situation in the state is actually demarketing the state. I saw people saying this Ohane Zendibo thing. It's the election, no, it's 2027 strategy. They have started. Now this one says knockout. Well, let's wait and see. That's all I can say. It's politics, it's Rivers State. We know what it is. Even though we don't like it, everybody has been infected by it one way or the other. Sele Ibama says, good morning, I'm watching from Abuja. All right, thank you. Skillful Piro, if time is not taken, political crisis may turn Rivers State into an unsafe zone. The problem is getting out of hand. Well, these things are expected. I don't think it's something that we should begin to cry foul about. It's political parties and what political parties do. It's what it is. It is because you give it attention. That's why it looks like it's big. If you don't give it any attention, a fire you don't feed will not grow bigger, would it? Stephen Igbikis says the call for the governor to take over as PDP secretary is a welcome one, as this will swiftly sweep away the looming crisis. Kwebari William Bassi says he's watching from Ogun State. That's good. Someone says he's watching from Sea Eagle. I don't know where Sea Eagle is. Please, am I supposed to know? I feel like I should know. Kendi Moore. The First Bank MD should be prosecuted. Let the court do their job. But Larry Speak says national PDP is the major challenge in Rivers chapter, but they should continue. It is the same thing with the APC now. The APC national leadership, as a whole, because we know that there are some individuals that have or at the national level of the APC that are trying to sort out what's happening with the leadership of the APC in Rivers State, and some will say there are those that will disagree. So it's going to continue that way. Larry Spieth. Who's next here? Is watching from Isiokbo. Okay. Let's go to the phone lines now, shall we? Take a few calls before we go to WhatsApp and take some messages. 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003. Quickly, you tell us your name, where you're calling us from, and please endeavor to be very short, direct, and civil. Let's go. Good morning.
Yes, Andrew, good morning. My name is Mrs. Uche Ken. I'm calling from Eche.
All right.
Andrew, quickly let me look at Chizi Enyi asking Governor Sim to act fast to take over PDP secretariat, saying it is a government property. I want to remind Chizi Enyi morning that he don't know what we are doing in PDP. Ameki tried it when he was a governor and defected to APC. Did he succeed? Governor Sim should know that Chizi is a crisis entrepreneur and shouldn't force him and lure him into further crises that will not benefit him anything. Then finally, PDP crisis deepens as police took over the secretariat. I think there is no crisis in PDP. Rather, all I see is Governor Sim no learn work finishing go open workshop. I want to say that using EWO or whatever to cause crisis in PDP will not amount to anything to him. Rather, he has done it before by telling us that the caretaker list was a fake one. And at the end of the day, Mexico Emeka Aaron and his ESCO emerged duly elected. Today, he has started again. What I see him doing is, after trying this last battle, I did not favor him. He will either choose to go to APGA or NMPP. But telling us that there is a crisis amongst PDP, nothing like that.
All right.
Please, I have seen in most cases when governor will proceed to a tribunal and we lost. Has anybody forced the governor out from government house and occupied the space?
All right, thank you very much, Uche Ken. I think point has been made. We have to move on to another caller. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning. Happy weekend to you.
All right, good morning.
Yeah, this is Isaiah George from Buguma and Calabar. Andrew, there is no need to be dagger drawn from the Aaron Chukwu side of the whole matter we have having in the state. I think the court actually proved that he is an illegal impostor. And so there is no need for him. He should be law-abiding and wait for the higher court in the land to do otherwise. So there is no need for him to cause anarchy and project a state of chaos in River State, because the year is too fresh for the people of River State to experience political crisis emanating from his illegal impostor. Because I want to let everyone know that the party belongs to everyone. And when there is an issue, you approach the court for the court to step in and interpret. And now the court has stepped in to interpret that for now, all that you did through the congresses were all illegal, and it has to step aside so that you can go to the higher court. If the higher court say otherwise, then you come back. There is no need for political brouhaha in the state. So
all right, thank you very much, George.
I know that we don't need crisis.
Thank you very much, George. We have to move on. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Hello, Ifemi. Good morning.
All right, good morning.
My name is Stanley Hayamad. I'm calling from Elele.
All right, go on, Stanley.
Yes, let me look at the statement created to Chizeni. You know, Chizeni has been doing everything in recent time to justify the pay he's receiving from Emoha local government area, and he's also doing everything to please the governor. If you may recall vividly that Chizeni was among those who went to the tribunal to testify that our governor never won the election. He was also, you know, the role he also played during the election. He also said during the election that there's nothing on this earth that will make him to impose his hard boy on Rivers people. Today, because of the crisis going on between, the problem going on between Wike and Singh, he has to cash in, you know, and so he's doing everything to justify that. Now, talking about the problem going on in PDP, some weeks ago, some persons in Nasarawa State called on the governor to contest again in 2027. He asked them to just hold their peace, that he's concentrating on governance in the state. But come to River State, what is happening? Our governor has abandoned governance. He's talking about politics when the time for politics has not reached. An apprentice who said he has graduated. Huh? Ifemi, look at what happened in 2013 or 2011 when Amechi told Ian Wike to leave River State and go to Abuja, that he has graduated. What happened in 2015? Wike taught him the game called politics. 2027 is loading. Let's see how it goes. We'll also tell the governor that is indeed an
so isn't it the same politics when it's not time for politics?
Politics, business, lifestyle.
Sorry, but then we also have supporters and followers of the FCT minister also talking politics when it's not time for politics. Shouldn't it be about governance? Everybody on every side. And so that we know that we are putting Rivers people first and development of Rivers State. When it's 2026, 27, we can now start politics. Well, that said, I would also encourage that we are careful with the words that we use, referring to my last caller, so we don't choose any words that would describe anybody as, that would be perceived as insulting to anybody or office. All right? I had to clarify that, please. Let's get on to another call. Nigerian for good morning.
Morning, Mr. Andrew.
You're welcome.
Madam Dasago Tana, sir.
All right.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
Same to you, Madam Dota. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Mr. Andrew, I have been asking for peace in our state too. Well, in Gokana here we have peace. But the city does appear as if something is going around there. Now let me beg. Party, PDP, and I know that all those who are talking PDP today, they just conducted an election for APP, and they all voted there. Is it that the tenure of the chairman they elected into office has elapsed? How come suddenly they now want PDP? Please help me and tell them this morning that our state will need peace. Every chairman that the governor elected into office this time and the people who supported him elected are all APP. Is it that their tenures has expired? Please let them concentrate on governance so that we can have some peace in this state and have amenities we need in our LGA. I think that's just my position for them this morning. That PDP, they want to take office, they want to do the people who conducted Congress and they are in offices. You want to take it over. How? Have you finished APP? Thank you and have a nice day, Mr. Andrew.
All right. Thank you very much. One more. Good morning, Nigeria Info. Hello, good morning. All right, I think we have to move on from that call and go over to the WhatsApp portal, take a few messages. Someone says, Ken, why are PDP people shouting? They were using the APC led by Tony Okocha now, so let's divide the PDP and see what happens. Wikison says, Wiki, I think, should be tired by now. Stop the fight, make peace with the governor. After all, both of you are the same. We need peace in the state. Darlington from Okrika. That one came in from you. Another person said, Governor Fubara should please allow peace be in the state. I don't know why you choose to cause problems. Let's see how it goes. The end determines the means. Harms, that's from you. There's plenty of messages. Hector says, Mr. Aaron, Martis Amewole and the FCT minister have lost out. That is the bitter truth. This is what happened to APC under Amici in 2017 to 2019 that made the APC not participate in the elections in 2019. Then, Wike was accused of being in charge of the judiciary. The truth is, there is a new sheriff in charge and a new state exco has taken over the party leadership, even at the national level. There is a new national secretary as we speak, and the governor is the leader of the party at the state level. Hector sent that message in. This one here says, Ida from Nkoro says, good morning. I want to use this opportunity to thank Honorable Robinson, the state acting chairman of the PDP and his members. Chukwuemeka Aaron should please vacate the office and obey court orders because he's a member of the APC, not PDP. Him and the former speaker. Odinaka Woike says, a rowdy session of the National Assembly is not necessary because Police IG will still have his way at the end of the day. Patrick Amadi says, this clash in River State is demarketing the state to drowning the state and dragging it back. I don't like it. Patrick Amadi from Iche, you sent that message. Another one on WhatsApp from, this one is coming from, let's see, Fidelis. Political crisis in the state will definitely destroy the PDP. Fidelis Elemoa from Chokocho. Good morning, Nigerian. For Charles Anozie says, federal government not responsible for increase in petrol price. I want to ask, the federal government is responsible for the increase. Who then is responsible if they are not? Deceit everywhere. National Assembly rowdy session. That is unnecessary. National Assembly is not helping matters at all. Adolphus Joel. So unfortunately we can't take yours. We have a commercial coming. Good morning.
For more talk